Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. I have read, if you will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. No prayer too small. God hears them all.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you. Let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. You tried lifting the lid, but the lid won't budge. The enormous weight. You try banging on the lid. Maybe somebody will hear and let you out. Start digging their way down towards you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol addiction. And drug addiction, matter of fact. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn for help. In reality, there are probably people standing by your grave. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to defeat an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind that maybe, just maybe, while you were abusing drugs and alcohol, that you might overdose, take your life away? More selfishly, take your life away from the people that love you most. Mother, father, husband, wife, children, and grandchildren. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be like the person that I'm reading about on these index cards that waited and waited until it was too late. Instead, reach out today and call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise I will help you take your life back. for your life is gone. There are other coaches. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis and I always tell folks like you, it doesn't matter where you've been, it doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is that you're here and you want a better today and a brighter tomorrow. You can find Larry at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy, 516-458-2741. Folks, don't forget to take your slippers off at night and stick them under your bed. Not by the edge of your bed, but under your bed. That way in the morning, when you wake up, you'll get on your knees to retrieve those slippers. And while you're on your knees, praise God. Thank God for another beautiful day that you can see the waterfall. And let me close the shade because I think it's a little bright, the waterfall and the stream behind me. Thank God that He let you live another day. Ask God for guidance and direction, mercy and forgiveness. Thank God for the home you have, the clothing, the food, and the family. When you're done speaking to God, which I call knee-mail, it's every single morning while you're on your knees retrieving your slippers, utilize knee-mail. When you're done speaking to God, stand up, put those slippers on, and walk with God 24/7. Never forget to use knee-mail. How do you live a happy life? A lot of people ask me that. How do you live a happy life? We all want to learn how to live a happy life. I know I've been in pursuit of a happy life for as long as I can remember, and I did find it about 3 years ago. I've always wondered what it takes to be happy as I pursued money, relationships, and success. I realized happiness doesn't come from the outside. It comes from within each of us. It is something that is present all the time within you and me. Imagine the layers of an onion being your negative beliefs, thoughts, and fears. As you peel away those layers, what you are not, you eventually reach the core, who you really are. We are all here to find meaning and purpose. We are not the layers of an onion. We are the core of the onion. The layers just represent the negativity. This is something I discovered myself, and it's something that many of the personal development teachers out there talk about over and over again during each lesson. However, learning how to live a happy life is not about locking yourself in a closet and meditating for the rest of your life. Absolutely no way. We as human beings are designed to set and achieve goals, so we need goals to feel fulfilled. These are all a piece of the pie of living happy life, but we all have to keep in mind that it is not the external things that make us happy, but is going on what's inside here that makes us all happy. With all that said, let's look at 9 simple steps on how you can live a happy life. Number 1 is to making a choice. It all begins with the choice of being happy. To start studying the commonalities of happy people. What are they doing? How do they think? What do they face challenge-wise each and every day? Most people want something for nothing. If your life isn't good or isn't as good as you want it to be, you can't expect nothing for nothing. You have to work hard at it. You have to become clear about what you want in life and what you want to be. You do not have to settle for mediocrity. Almost every limit in our lives is set by yourself and ourselves. Most of the negative beliefs you have learned from your parents, society, and friends around you. They can all be eliminated. You can reclaim control. Now, I realize we can't control everything in life, but you certainly can create a happy life if you choose to. Just look at the people all around you, and they're already living the life of their dreams. It didn't happen because they were lucky, and they did not inherit their happiness from their parents. They created it on their own. Here's a short, here are some things that I found to make you happier. So hopefully it works. Number 2 is taking the responsibility of your life. You alone are responsible for your life. You may think that you have valid excuses why you're not as successful and happy as you should be. But your excuses don't matter because they won't change anything. Do you want to give your excuses the power of controlling your life? Of course not. Or do you want to reclaim the power that you've always had to create the life of your dreams? Of course you do. You can whine, blame, and make excuses all you want, but it only will keep you stuck and with status quo. If you look at some of the happiest and most successful people on the planet, you will see that most of them did not come from privileged backgrounds, that they struggled, clawed their way, In fact, many of them had to face challenges in order to get where they are today. But the funny thing is that it wasn't their problems or the challenges that were the problem. It was their desire to win, to succeed. You see, all the drama and the problems we face in life grows as we grow being humans, and we have to encourage to face them head by head, head on, each and every day. You have to develop a personal development. Number 3, learning how to live a happy life is about learning how to work. It is up to you to take control of your own well-being. By that I mean your thoughts, your health, and the path that you are presently going. You're reading this or you're listening to my video for a reason. You're here because your heart resonates with what I am saying. You know what I'm saying is true. You can go after your dreams and you can make a living doing what you want if you just want to make a decision to do so and you set your mind to it. If you truly want to supercharge your progress, focus on becoming better. The way I do this is by listening to personal development audio programs, attending seminars, and reading as many books as I can. And one thing I don't do is watch the news forever. The more information you have on what it takes to live a happier life, the more you will apply those principles and be happy yourself. It really doesn't get any harder than learning how to live a happy life. Almost happens by itself when you make the decision that you're going to be happy. Number 4 is to clear goals. When you make the decision, the next step is to set clear goals of what you want to achieve in each of the main areas of your life. The main areas of my life are health, work, relationships, personal development. The way to set the most effective goals is to use SMART criteria, which stands for the following: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely. But here's the thing: trust your own intuition, as it is how you want to use your own goals. Do you want to review them on a weekly basis? Do you want to rewrite them monthly? It is all up to you. Don't force yourself into any set formula. This is about you and your life. If you don't want any goals, that's fine too. Don't have any. The mere act of thinking about what you want will help you dive deeper into yourself. Life is about going with the flow, but also about discovering that how you perceive the world determines your happiness. Number 5 is one step at a time, folks. Never underestimate how much you can get done by taking one single step at a time towards achieving your goals. You can always focus on low-value tasks such as hanging out on Twitter, Facebook, and checking your email. But that's not going to change your life, is it? Doesn't for me. Learning how to live happy life is taking control of focusing your mind on tasks that have the biggest impact in your life. For example, if you want to lose weight, you have to focus on changing your habits and beliefs, specifically around food and exercise. You can play around with all the different exercise programs that are out there and plan your day, but if the above 2 factors aren't in place, which is exercise and diet, you will never make any progress. You have to watch your food intake. When you set your goals, you know the direction you need to go in. You don't have to know exactly how to get there, but you do know one step at a time will get you there. Consistent action is number 6. Nothing happens without action. If you can take consistent action in the right direction and by working on the most valuable task, you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Most people underestimate the power of focus, determination, and action. When you found a goal that sets your soul on fire and makes joy dance through your veins, it will be impossible for you not to take action. For example, my passion is to help people improve their lives and inspire them to go after their dreams and to live a sober life. This makes fireworks go off inside of me, and I can't imagine doing anything else. When you adopt this kind of mindset, you will accomplish anything in the world. You can have success in life itself. There are no excuses, no fears, no obstacles can stand in my way. That I can guarantee you. It might take you or me years to accomplish what you want, but it won't matter because you're enjoying every single day, every single week, every single month, and every single year to get to where you want to go. Number 7 is determination. You have to have determination. When you have this kind of relentless determination, you will blast through your fears like a hot knife through butter. It wasn't until I got fire inside me that began making progress, until I seek sobriety and retained it and lived in recovery. It's almost as the universe conspires to help you. Learning how to live a happier life keeps coming back to the decision of actually doing it, setting your mind to do it. You need to practice determination in anything you do in life, especially if it means making you happy. So today is the day to start using determination. Number 8 is following your passion. My passion is to help people like you and me doing these videos each and every day. That is a passion of mine. I remember a few years ago when I started the show, I was afraid that I had nothing to contribute to the world in my videos. But then out of nowhere, and 1,314 videos later, here I am, strong as ever. Keep going. I wasn't going to let anything stand in my way, and I still won't let anything stand in my way. I will continue doing these videos. I'm going to do this each and every day until I just can't do it. Number 9. Drum roll, please. Well, let me just say this. The fears and doubts you have about going after your passion are unfounded, so please don't worry about it. I didn't want you to forget that. If you have a passion, go after it full force. Don't let determination hold you back. Use your determination as a guiding point towards your passion, and everything else will come in. And then, of course, number 9 is the truth. Have you ever seen millionaires and billionaires that are incredibly successful but amazingly depressed and unhappy with their lives? They're so successful, but nothing makes them happy. They have all the cars, the houses, material possessions anyone could ever want, but they still are not happy. Why is that? All the money in the world will only amplify what is already going on within you. If you're unhappy now, money won't make much of a difference. You'll still be unhappy. When you realize that external possessions cannot give you the lasting happiness, you will have the opportunity to decide if you want to be happy or not. Everything you've read in books or anything that you hear on this video is all in a whole piece, in a nutshell for you about how to succeed in being happy. When you add everything together, you get lasting inner peace, happiness, and purpose in life. You are on a journey of self-discovery, like we all are. We are all where we need to be, learning what we need to learn, and going where we need to go at this point in time. So don't let anyone hold you back. In summary, you can live the life you want if you will only decide to do so. I know that it is scary, but I say that living a life full of excuses and fears is worse than going on after your dreams full force. So what is holding you back? What if you fail? So what? You will succeed in even succeeding. The most successful and happy people in the world have failed over and over again until they discovered what truly wanted to make them happier, and they kept going and never gave up and succeeded. If you will only make the decision today, your life will change. That, my friends, I guarantee you. And I hope you enjoyed this segment, and may God bless you and have a sober rest of your life.
Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, Just remember